This film contains adult language. There are 17 swear words carefully placed throughout. Kids, can you find them?
Hey there, guys and gals. You're listening to the Tempest Universe. This is the Tempest Universe.
I guess I should have checked my mic setting before I started, because there wasn't a Dark Horde episode this weekend, and there were supposed to be an episode behind again. For the love of Pete, you know, I think what it is that usually, like, all the good stuff that comes with the paranormal really doesn't start stirring up until like maybe September, August, September. People are getting ready for the darkness to come in, and being Halloween, of course. And it just feels like you can't find any good stories dealing with the paranormal. Like, you got to go out and make your own damn stories. That's what I'm finding with the Dark Horde. So, as we get closer to Halloween, everybody's all about it, man. Shit, people are dressing up in August in their Halloween costumes because they're ready. They're ready to celebrate their favorite holiday. And the stories just don't come out until then. So I think that's the way we're gonna do the Dark Horde going forward. We're just gonna have to go out and find the darkness ourselves. That's what I feel is about to go down the next few months leading up to Halloween. We're gonna have to go out, find some dark ass shit to bring to you guys, so that you guys could just enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's Monday here on the Tempest Universe. I'm your host, Manny, and it fucking sucks. Mondays continue to be horrid. I mean, is it just me? Can I get an amen out there? Or a hell yeah? Mondays really suck. They're fucking horrific. This is a blue collar podcast, so I can say that. I'm going to be on here tickling your butt with a feather. You know exactly what Monday's about. It's shit. I know, some of you don't like the cuss words, but come on. Give me a break. You were saying this stuff all damn day today. The moment you got off your car, got into Starbucks, you waited for your coffee, you dropped that shit on the floor or poured it over the counter, and then, Starbucks is not going to give you another coffee. Like, screw you, get back in line. Go pay for that shit again. It's Mondays are just horrible. They need their own. It can't be Monday anymore. There's got to be a different name. Maybe we build a contest around that. By the way, 2 winners just received emails for Avi Loeb's book. I actually drew the names. The contest. I don't know. See, Monday's got me all fucked up. The contest ended yesterday at midnight, and that ended automatically. So as soon as midnight hit, going into Monday, shut down. We shut the shit down. It was done. And I just picked the 2 winners.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and
see what I mean? This is Monday.
To our own. Your culture will adapt to serve.
I mean, this is what happens on a Monday.
Is futile.
Anyway, I just picked the 2 names, and actually I didn't pick it. It's done randomly. And like I said before, as you got to do stuff to get entries, there was one individual which actually won, which had an astronomical amount of entries. That is the love that person had for the Tempest Universe. Not that anybody else didn't love it, because there were a lot of entries in there. But somebody just went, as they say, balls to the wall, doing entries. Like, they had no testicular hair at all. It was all gone because they were busy doing entries on the podcast contest. So 2 individuals, I just sent the email maybe about an hour ago. Sent it out saying, hey, I need your address. I need your name because, I try to make it as much as possible to not become a conspiracy. I'm not trying to get information from you other than the minimal so that we can get you in here to win these books, and that's what I did. So now comes the work at the end. Now I got to figure out who the hell these people are, and hopefully I get an address, I get a name, and 2 books going out with a couple of extra goodies in there. Somebody might need a replacement of a koozie or something. I don't know. But we're going to get those out. The first track for today is actually dedicated to one of those individuals. So don't hate. Appreciate. Lastly, before we get into the goodness of today, because I actually look forward to doing the podcast on Mondays because it helps me relax. I got my vodka on the side. I got you guys. So now it's time to just chill. It's late at night. Now we talk crazy. But the Tinfoil Hat 3, and I think I've got a name for it. It's a title name. It was supposed to start today, yes. However, I am trying to get this system to give us tiers because I want to have at least 3 winners. So, but it has to be tiered. So I'm working on that. Wednesday, we will have it. I will announce it. It'll be a done deal. Because if we can't fucking do the tiers, then it'll just be 3 winners. But we'll see. Because you have to upload a photo of your tinfoil hat. Whatever it is. Just make sure that it says that you're magnificent. You're blocking all kinds of signals from anyone, anywhere. But you're going to wear it loud and proud. Because you are with the Tempest Universe. Wednesday, for sure, done deal. And like I mentioned before, the prize is going to evolve throughout the month. So yes, there is 1 book left after these 2 winners from the first contest. There is 1 book that will go to the main winner of the Tinfoil Hat contest, and that will be the one that gets the most votes. They will get the final Avi Loeb book with other stuff in it. Like I said, I don't know. It's going to be random shit. I'm going to be walking down, some store and maybe see a 10-gallon hat. I'll throw a 10-gallon hat in there for you. Or gigantic belt buckle. Or maybe even my electricity bill. Because we just went to the polar vortex. I mean, not for you to pay, but so you can laugh at it. It's going to be that funny. It will be redacted as fuck, thanks to what I've learned from the CIA. No doubt about that. But the first song, like I said, dedicated to one of the winners of the tinfoil hat contest. For fuck's sake. The Avi Loeb book contest. And then we'll get started.
Ready?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Borg. Really? Really now? What the hell is wrong with this thing? By the way, when I first saw that I possibly have a winner from India, I was like, geez, the power of corruption of the mind goes so far for the Tempest universe. And to be honest, we welcome everyone from any part of the country, of the world, any part of the Celestial Federation to listen to the Tempest Universe, because I'm not going to be here and breaking things down for you. And actually, I need to do a disclaimer because people get on my last damn nerve. This is a satirical podcast about the news that you can't use, but it is news that's happening in ufology, space, and so on that you really should at least be aware of. This one is a big one. It's been all over the place. This one's international. Probably our buddies in India have already heard about it. UFO over New Mexico sky is getting international attention. Bugs agrees. You just sounded off. There is something almost magical, right? When you hear about a UFO, you hear about a UFO over New Mexico, but then it's not a saucer, it's not a tic tac, it's cylindrical. It's a big pipe. It's a big, going over in New Mexico. It's not Boca Chica. It's not a silver phallus or stainless steel. There was something up in the air over New Mexico that kind of drove people a little batty, especially a pilot from American Airlines, because he reported the quote-unquote something unusual. According to the Deep Black Horizon, which is a website, blog type of dealio, they actually, by accident, came across the audio of this pilot, this American Airlines pilot. This came to fruition Sunday the 21st of February at 1:19 p.m., 12:15 Mountain Time, if you like hanging out in the mountains. The audio goes, "Do you have any targets up here?" That is the pilot. "We just had something go right over on top of us." Continued to say was, "I hate to say this, but it looked like a long cylindrical object that almost looked like a cruise missile type of thing moving really fast over the top of us." This website, Deep Horizon, for some strange reason, and some people, they just seem to be at the right place at the right time. And then some people are at the wrong place all the damn time. But the guy that owns this website, he was actually searching. It's a UFO website, and he's like searching for audio, and because he likes searching, the FAA bands, the pilots talking back and forth with the towers. He just happens to come across this, just like that. And I'm sorry, it was Steve Douglas is the name, who actually came up with the recording using a radio scanner. Out of pure coincidence, according to what he told the Arizona Republic. He actually had two websites. Now, we've talked about these websites, right, that track things that are flying overhead. One of those things being SpaceX and the Starlink satellites. You can track those suckers down if you want to. There's enough of them up there that you should be able to see something. I'm actually kind of looking forward to be able to track them this year. I couldn't last year for some fucking reason. Every time they were in the right position to see them from Texas, from where I'm at, it was always fucking cloudy. So hopefully this year will be a little better. To be honest, this whole week has been cloudy. It's just been raining on and off. But anyway, Steve Douglas, he says he was using these two scanners they pick up aircraft radio signals. And he actually gives the name, in case you guys are interested, Flight Tradar 24, or whatever the fuck that is, and also Flight Aware. And from what he's saying, that the incident happened over the northeast corner of New Mexico, or west of Clayton, New Mexico, at an altitude of about 37,000 feet. And he actually recorded the audio, which is on his website. You can go to his website and click it and listen to it. Thanks, Bugs. The FAA released a statement, of course, saying a pilot reported seeing an object over New Mexico shortly after noontime on Sunday, February 21st, 2021. And air traffic controllers did not see any objects in the area on their radar scopes. Not unusual, right? Because these scopes and radars are, for lack of a better term, they're programmed to only recognize certain signals. Could you imagine if you are a radar operator and all you see, you know, this thing's not programmed to filter things out, and you catching pigeons all over the fucking place? You'd go bananas. Pigeons and drones, no. You know how crazy our airports would be. You know how many accidents we have. So they're programmed to filter out, you know, certain things. Unfortunately, some of those things that are captured within that spectrum of filtering can include objects like UFOs, maybe traveling 4, 5, 6 times faster than a damn airplane. By the way, I actually know this from someone that worked in the radar field in the military. They used to set up radar surveillance for other countries as part of a government contractor. So I know they do this. Otherwise, you'd be catching a bunch of crazy shit you don't need. None at all. Apparently, the conversation continued with the tower, and the pilot asked, was there anyone up here? And, you know, the tower said, no, there is nothing. The FBI was actually contacted about this, and they were like, you know, we don't talk about shit we're investigating, but no, we have no clue what the hell is going on. There was even another story that talked about the local military in the area stating that that is not a place we like to hang out at. We don't be shooting things up over there. We don't have routine tests in that area. So it wasn't us. It is funny how you go through this plausible deniability straight down the line. No one doesn't know anything. No one's seen anything. No one has a clue. Besides the pilots who were flying the damn plane with a shitload of people on it and this phallus flying right over them. You can't make this stuff up. The only bad thing about this reporting, which I don't see anywhere, and hopefully this pilot comes forward and gives us a little bit more info, right? Because he didn't talk about whether or not he could see what type of thrust it had, you know, what was making it move. Was it flying without any evidence of any thrust? Did it have like a jet engine attached to it? What the hell did it really look like? Give us a little bit more description. None of that is here. Now, how hard would it be? I mean, if we can track down a damn flight using apps and stuff, I'm sure we can track down who the pilot was. Hell, he's probably right now preparing to give a statement as we're mowing this over. So it's good to see. We still got some good UFO sightings happening to pilots that people in government are not able to explain. They can't explain it away, and I'm sure they will try their best. They will try their best to make sure that this was some kind of test somewhere. But, the thing is with pilots is, I think pilots see enough. Even commercial pilots, not just military pilots, they see enough to be able to ascertain whether what they're seeing is a missile. whether what they're seeing may be man-made. I don't see why, there's still that negative connotation, right, for pilots, especially commercial ones, because he was not ready to disclose what he saw. But for fuck's sake, he's waiting. He's waiting for that 180-day countdown. So he said, fuck it. I'm going to say it. I saw a flying phallus flying right over this damn jet. More power to you. But I hope he comes forward and kind of gives us a clearer description of what he saw. Just to claim a phallus is flying over you is not enough. It is too commonplace in this world today. It really is. There's an article in here about this particular situation in New Mexico, but it also gives a couple of other incidents that were pretty similar in the area and around. So you might want to link on the article. It is from Forbes.com. There was one, though, in the Sonoran Desert about 3 years ago, February 24, 2018. Two pilots on completely different aircraft. One is a Phoenix Air Group Learjet, and the other one, of course, American Airlines commercial flight. They both reported a mysterious object, according to audio recordings released by the FAA to the Phoenix New Times a couple of weeks later. One of the pilots from the Learjet said, was anybody above that passed us like 30 seconds ago? And the tower said, negative. But that sighting was confirmed by an American Airlines pilot saying that he also saw this object, which was unidentified. There's no doubt about it. Why we continue to behave like shit's not really going on is beyond me. I'm sure this American airline over New Mexico report will disappear in a matter of weeks. No one gives any fucks about it. They'll go on with their business. They will, until someone tells them it's okay to freak the fuck out. It's okay to understand that there's shit in your air flying right over your house with all your 15 babies and your 10 dogs that could create havoc if left unresolved. Honestly, that's the way I look at it. Today's a shitty Monday. This next song, not only is it my tribute to Biden, but I swear to you, this is not a political thing. I really feel like when Biden, maybe it's his smile. He's got that smile and that look like, I don't care if your day's going shitty. My day's fucking fine. So this will always be my Biden tribute. I'm just saying.
Get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Drink some water, brush my teeth. Get out of bed and I stretch. Bet that my hair is a mess. Look through my clothes for a fit. Anything I do is drip. Feel like a kid when I'm tick-tocking. I still keep it real as it is. I show my age, I don't switch often. I'm just as a dad as it gets. Try taking naps with my kids talking. I'm guessing this life how it is. And I can't wait for the weekend. Keep jammies on like I'm a kid. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. feel good, feel great, can't complain. Look out my window, see birds and planes. Sun's out, some clouds, it might rain. Siblings on my nerves again. Summertime, go for a swim. Wintertime, go grab a sled. Spring, I might need an umbrella. Fall back in school with my friends. Attitude change like the weather. My mom tell me it never ends. Like clocks, we evolve in a circle. Every 12 months we do it again. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day.
The other day, actually over the weekend, we had I invite you guys to Discord all the damn time. Let me just put that out there. I wasn't trying to be angry because, wake up, feel good, brush my teeth, have bacon all damn day type of thing. I got that smile now. I feel good. But, I invite you guys to Discord because shit happens. A lot of it is not scripted. And so, I was on there, chatting with Dave a little bit. He's like, hey, I want to tell you guys a little bit about some stuff that I know about the occult. And so, got people together. We scheduled it, and we had campfire stories of the occult with Dave from Down Under. Fantastic. I don't think there was a single person that was sober during that, but the stories were amazing, and so was the view, because, of course, old Dave, as Guardian, had a live feed from Australia. Where else do you get? You don't get that shit in any of the podcasts. You really don't. As a matter of fact, most of the podcasts will charge you extra for that. To see some guy in the middle of the forest in Australia. Yeah, they'll charge you for that. I'm pretty sure they would. This is what happens with the Tempest universe. And hopefully we can get someone from India to come in here and share some, I don't know, do I have occult stories from India? Wouldn't that be freaking phenomenal? I'm all for it, for sure. Space tourism just got pimped. Literally. It got the hookup. Space tourism is at a new level right now. You won't even believe this. Voyager Station. This is a company that is getting together an idea that they actually got some chingalinga, some money, in order to build the first hotel in space. Now, don't get me wrong, I was kind of shocked and all because it's not Deuce Bigelow, the Space Gigolo. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? Like, he literally, all he wants to do is chase down ghosts now. Like, the guy sold this module for the space station that you can add to basically add a habitat, like a little bedroom for the guests at the International Space Station. And then after that, the news broke with TTSA. People started figuring out that Deuce Bigelow, the Space Gigolo, had something to do with that. And then he had that crazy ass interview where he sounded fucking crazy as hell. And now we know he's chasing down spirits. But this company just announced, the company's only been around 3 years, that Voyager Station is going to be a low Earth orbit space station / hotel that will be in orbit in about 4 years. 2 years after that, you'll be able to book yourself a room 2027. That's freaking nuts. Like, we went from, hopping on a phallus to go low orbit, getting together with Virgin Galactic, whenever the fuck they get their shit going, and anybody else out there that's failing. We went from just doing those kind of things, and also the dudes with the big ass hot air balloon down in Florida that are gonna float people the fuck up, you know, to low orbit in a big ass balloon, and they'll get to have dinner and throw the shit up all over the place, I guess, while they're going up there and you know, descend back down peacefully. You know, not like on a rocket, not with thousands of pounds of fuel and your life on the line. No, they were going to put you up there in a balloon. Well, anyone that wants to be a rocket jockey, you can get to the space station in 2027. Apparently, they even worked out the specifics to make sure that this hotel will have some form of gravity. So your asses are not going to be like smacking around the size of this space station like in the pinball machine. You'll be grounded, if you will. But you're saying, Manny, like really? Like we've seen how it goes down in the ISS. You know, they might have a $45 trillion toilet, but it's so plain Jane. It looks like you're in a space prison. You know, and sometimes you're in there, you're surrounded by like 5 Russians and a couple of dudes from China. You're like, what the fuck do I do? There's nowhere to run. You're like stuck there. This is not going to be the case with Voyager Station. No. I mean, it's named Voyager for a reason. Voyager Station is going to include the following: themed restaurants. Like, what other theme can you have but you're fucking stuck in space? I don't know. But themed restaurants. A health spa. A cinema. Not sure. I mean, does it sound better in space? Can you get like THX that's going to blow your mind in space? I don't know. We'll find out. Gyms, libraries, concert venues. Can you imagine just flying up to Voyager Station in 2027 just to watch a Elvis impersonator? I mean, come on. Life, that's living. In addition to that, there are going to be Earth viewing lounges and bars. So when you get really drunk, you can throw up all the way back to your room. Mix it up real good. It's going to hold about 400 people. And, of course, crews, quarters, air, water, power. I mean, you're going to be living it up. There is no price for this yet. They haven't even... there's no price for this. Part of it is because they have no idea how much it's going to cost to put together. For some strange reason. You think you would kind of like announce some of this shit before you put it on blast? But anyway, one cool thing about building the Voyager Station is a robot by the name of Star. The Structure Trust Assembly robot is apparently going to be sent up in order to build Voyager's frame in orbit once the company figures out a little bit about the gravity. You know, because gravity can be a bitch. And if you don't figure that out, your whole fucking station and the robots and everyone having a good time is going to be coming right back down on someone. It's an exciting time, right, to think about this. You know, a few years ago, we were unhappy that the space shuttle program had come to an end. And we were like, well, what the fuck now? Who cares? Guess we'll be stuck on the Dust Bowl here. Or the Dirty Turtle. But no, things are looking up. So we'll see what happens. What's going to happen next? I would imagine, and this is just me, that 400 people, not a single one of those fuckers is going to be poor. It reminds me of that movie Elysium. You know, where all the like rich people, all the good medicine and technology to heal you like 100% every time is on a space station somewhere. So Voyager Station might be our Elysium eventually. So I don't see too many people in the middle class or lower actually making it up to Voyager Station, but we'll see. I mean, hell, every town has a bad side of town. Maybe they'll let some of us up there. Why not? They gotta make it feel like home. But the article's in the description. You can actually go in and go to the company's website to check out some of their other projects. They got a lot of projects going on, to be honest. Voyager Station is just one of about either 4 or 5. But like I said, there's no news on cost. I'm sure that'll be coming out in the next couple of years. But you know what they say about stuff like this.
Today is the beginning of the end and the start of a new beginning. Time has come to refine yourself and let go of the demons in your head that have held you in captivity for so long. It's time to flip the page and prove them wrong. It's time for rebirth. Yeah, time's up to say goodbye to all the haters, doubters, and non-believers trying to bring you down. In the blink of an eye, you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will be free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you are the highest authority when it comes to knowing what you want and what you love. So stop trading yourself for the approval from others. Ladies and gentlemen, weirdos and geeks, please repeat after me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a I don't give a fuck. 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 It's time to start doing the right thing. So trust your instincts, stop listening to others, and own your decisions. People will always tell you what to do, opinion on how to live. So let's create space for what matters most to you. You'll be glad you did. Now start claiming your time and your mental well-being by saying no more. No more. Say it loudly and proudly. In other words, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know if it was COVID that did it. I don't know if it was the Wuhan disease that maybe have that attitude. Because I really wasn't like that. Like, if you go back to UFO Buster Radio prior to Wuhan, I wasn't so cavalier about me not giving a shit. I really wasn't, but for fuck's sake. Really? I mean, Wuhan, polar vortex, murder hornets? I mean, why should we care? Why should we even give two shits? Just be honest about it. Like, you know, if someone were to tell me tomorrow, I'm writing your ass up, so fucking what? So what? Really? You mean after the last year? Are you fucking serious? Stick the fucking pen up your ass. That really would be what my attitude is, to be honest. Not that anybody uses pens anymore, so they have to type it up. But that's what I'm saying. That's my attitude. That is my theme song, and Bugs has one too. Probably the same song, to be honest, but maybe with some farting in the background. But still, that is the way. And I know I'm not alone at feeling like this, because if you figure out that some fucked up little town started what really is 18-month pandemic and counting, hundreds of thousands of people down the drain, people still getting sick. My brother's sick. My brother has COVID-19 now, and it's like, holy shit, some real stuff. And then you get the dickheads who go onto your channels talking about I didn't expose the lie of COVID-19. Are you serious? This is why I don't give a fuck, and it's just ridiculous. Maybe I will later on in the year. Usually around Christmas I do give a fuck, regardless of pandemic or not, or if it's Shittergate, can I have no toilet paper to wipe my ass because somebody went crazy buying up all the toilet paper and stuff. There's things like that you kind of like to turn the other cheek, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know if that's the right way to put it. This last story for today. This last story. It goes under the title of "What in the hell is going on?" This is really the Tempest universe here. This is your universe. This is the universe you live in. And think about this: out of the potential quadrillion other alien civilizations that could be in the universe, there's probably at least one carbon copy of these fuckers in that civilization. Just think about that. This is the Tempest universe. This is how crazy the universe is. And we are just in that microcosm of the big truth, which could be filled with a quadrillion of these. The Pennsylvania woman who claimed she was under the influence of an alien reptile cult when she shot and killed her boyfriend will stay locked in prison on Earth for a while. First of all, no shit, Sherlock. Which dumb robe-wearing fool would ever allow her to get out for any damn reason? I'm just asking for a friend. I am. Bugs is asking too. She was convicted by the Superior Court for third-degree murder. 15 to 40-year jail term, and she is 46 years old. She's not getting out of prison. I don't know how many reptilians they already threw in prison with her, before her, during her time. But Miss Rogers, she's not getting out. This is it. Could you imagine this multiplied by a few quadrillion times? Imagine, they took all these people like Miss Rogers here and put them all. They really, if you took every Miss Rogers from every galaxy, every known civilization or unknown, and you put them in one planet, that's one fucked up planet. Pocono Mountain Regional Police, according to them, July 15, 2017, Ms. Rogers, who's an Army veteran, she was discharged for medical reason. That should tell you something. What the fuck is a medical reason? Well, Hippo, you can't say anything. Well, I think we could figure it out from this story. She placed a muzzle of a pistol against the forehead of Stephen Mineo, who was 32 at the time. They were in their apartment that they shared in Monroe County, and she pulled the trigger. Then she called 911. Wow. According to the judge, John L. Musmano, she said Rogers disclosed that she and Mineo were members of a religious cult. I've never heard of any religious reptilian cults, to be honest. I've been looking into this podcast, ufology stuff, for some time. So, I'm missing out on something. The judge actually included this in some of the opinion that he wrote regarding Rogers' appeal. Fuck is she appealing? What are you appealing? What planet is it you came from, you reptilian fucker, you? The judge stated that Rogers indicated that she and Mineo had recently become upset with the leader of the cult, who believed that Rogers was actually a reptile. Wait. Isn't that the whole fucking idea of having a reptilian cult? Is that you're a fucking reptile? This is what I don't get. This makes no sense. This is like reptile discrimination, I guess. Reptile violence. She literally stated that Mineo became upset with the leader of the cult, who believed Rogers was actually a reptile in the reptile religion. Fuck. You can't write this. Maybe the judge is fucked up in the head when he wrote this. This doesn't make any sense. You would have to be a fucking reptile to be in a reptilian religion. Just ask Stephen Greer. He knows. Anyway, Rogers and Mineo's issues with the cult had caused tension in their relationship. Rogers also stated that she killed Mineo because he wanted her to kill him. Well, I don't know. I wasn't there. It's very possible. And that she was under a large amount of stress due to the issues with the cult. Because man, I don't get it. You know, you'd think that a reptilian religion would be focused on taking over the planet, eating the babies, because apparently that's what they do. You know, they eat human babies, and they're just upset about one of them being a reptilian. It just makes no sense. Apparently, evidence that was presented at the trial showed that Rogers and Mineo had a tumultuous relationship in the weeks leading up to the shooting. Some of the evidence showed that Rogers and Mineo were part of the religious group led by Sherry Shriner. Oh shit, name drop. Sherry Shriner. Where are they now? Where the hell is Sherry in all of this? Is she still leading the non-reptilian religion? Who the fuck knows? So apparently there was evidence that this group was in fact more like a cult, and that Shriner had immense control over the majority of the devotees, including Mineo. Approximately 2 months before the shooting, Shriner began attacking Rogers online, claiming that Rogers was one of the group's enemies, specifically a reptile. Mind blown. She was also insinuating that Mineo should no longer be in a relationship with Rogers. And according to this, what really broke the reptilian back on this one is that Mineo was financially dependent on Rogers, but Mineo also suspected that Rogers was cheating on him. This is what happens in reptilian religions, man. This is what goes down. And apparently you're not supposed to be a reptile in reptilian religions, or an enemy of a reptilian religion from another reptile religion, or some shit like that. You can't cheat with the non-reptilians because you get shot. This is the Tempest universe. This is This is what happens. This is a real case. The link is in the description. People are not fucking around when it comes to religions anymore, especially the reptilian ones. Like, I really thought in my head when I would hear people talk about reptilian religions, I'm thinking everybody's a reptile. They're like that show back in the day, V. Sometimes their skin comes off and they have to swallow a rat, in order to get back together again. But apparently, no. Being a reptilian in a reptilian religion is some badass shit. You get your head blown off. That's what we have to deal with today. And it's going to get worse, right? Could you imagine when people who gravitate to these reptilian religions, or whatever it is, it could be any kind of fucking alien, the gray religion, right? The Nordics. If you gravitate to the Nordics, what kind of religion is that going to be? But can you imagine when we actually find out there's alien life somewhere? Could you imagine how crazed people who want to praise other, races, off-world races, how crazed they're going to be trying to, for fuck's sake, feel like they're connecting to something greater than they are. Fucking nuts. That's how it's just going to be crazy. I'm just being honest with you. It's just going to be, some people are really going to take this as a religious experience. The very first time that we find a sentient being that can speak and talk and, have dialect with human beings. Show them things. Those fucking people that are reptilians, that can't be reptilians in a reptilian religion, are going to lose their fucking minds. That's where the craziness is going to be. True story. This is the end of the podcast. Keep an eye out next Wednesday for the upcoming Tinfoil Hat 3 entries. I can tell you this much. You will have to post a picture. I'm going to try my best to get the site together on the tempestuniverse.com, but it may not happen, because I ball on a budget. So it might have to be just like the original contest for the book, the Avi Loeb book. You will have to go to the contest host and submit your picture. And then other folks will get to go in and vote for the best tinfoil hat. So more than likely, you're going to have to let people know that you created something. Don't be afraid. Like, you think the people who drop Wuhan over the world walk around scared? No. They fucking walk around loud and proud. Like Psy. They gave us Wuhan Gundam style. I'm just saying. Be loud and proud if you put some aluminum together that looks like you could protect yourself from unwanted attacks. I don't know. Somehow all this stuff connects. I just don't know how. It really does. But this is the end of the podcast. I say adieu, farewell, ciao. Check you guys out on Wednesday. Bye-bye.
I'm sturdy like a milli rocket. Skin clear, still look young, Andy Miller knockers. Money in my pocket. Don't call me a money pocket. Engine get to rocket. It sound like a thunder rocket. Yeah, I still love my baby even when it's toxic. Crazy like she Britney, but no, she don't shade a knock. Russell Wilson way I get low and stay in the pocket. I get paid and do my dance like a touchdown. Yeah, I can't do no time to leave that gun around. In my teens we were acting up and running around. Now we're grown, still get to it if it's necessary. On the ground from January to January. Never met nobody who retired when they were young. So I guess I gotta get it to the cemetery. Getting paid just for rapping is fun. I lit up around the month of February. Told him slide, no electric. It's getting hectic. 777. 777. Yeah. Told him slide, no electric. Yeah, it's getting hectic. 777. 777. Yeah, yeah. 777. Couple of money in my head just to say they did it. Can't lie, I'm so paranoid and the windows tinted. I own everything around me, you can say it's rented. Not talking phone numbers when I'm talking 7 digits. Earn it by the day, every second minute. Used to pay me none, look, now they pay attention. Everybody say they drip, but I banded it. See them copy all the looks, but I stay switching. Pick up the loot, then hit the bank. Can never change, still wrote the change. Captain say the pay, this ain't the day. They made me wait, I'm breaking chains. Yeah, yeah. Call me feeling bubbly out the rose. Took a minute, but I got it out the slow way. Friends turn to foes, haters tell them go away. Rappers make a shiggy dance like a soul train. Told them slide, no electric. Yeah, it's getting hectic. 777. Yeah, 777. Yeah, told them slide, no electric.